Good evening, guys. Brent Beshara here of mybeshguess. What I'm going to talk about for the next little while is a topic that Kellyanne, my bride, and I have talked about with over the years. Kellyanne's got a very successful art business, and over the years, though, through our conversations, she's been disappointed with things because she's had expectations. And so for me, as you know, I'm a philosopher and a lover of life. Through our in-depth conversations, I figured out through our conversations that she's disappointed because she has an expectation. For me, in my studies as a student, an explorer, and a scientist in my own life, I needed to come up with a word that helped differentiate the difference between an intention and an expectation. I've learned through Olympic mindset and goal setting to maintain an intention or an expectation, because I've read books that said both, maintain an expectation and intention of getting your goal or your goal. But sometimes when things didn't happen, I was disappointed. So I needed to differentiate the words. And so what I've done is come up with this intentions versus expectations. And so what I'm going to share with you is what my best guess is the difference between an intention and an expectation. What we have here today is young Bart and Captain Picard. And so the story I'm going to share with you is this, is that the young Bart and Captain Picard are both intending to go out sailing for the day. They're off the coast of Newfoundland, and they're out sailing. Captain Picard intends to be back for 6 o'clock alongside, because Hey Rosetta is playing on the George Street Festival. Bart is also expecting to be alongside the harbor front of St. John's for 6 o'clock. But life happens, and they're not alongside for 6 o'clock. Captain Picard did everything he could to have the boat alongside St. John's for 6 o'clock, but life happened and he wasn't alongside. That being said, though, he just intended, regardless of what happens, he intended to sail well, to live well, and to get the boat alongside safely. Young Bart, though, because he had an expectation to be alongside at 6 o'clock, he's disappointed. He's disappointed because it's not happening now. What is an expectation is essentially a thought, right? We want to have it happen, and it's not happening now. A thought is a picture we have in our mind, and because we have it and it's not happening in the present moment, we're disappointed. Okay? How does this apply to our own lives? For me, what I've figured out for myself is that to mostly maintain an intention of living well and how do I say this? How does it apply to us is that for the next time when we have an event in our life that we wish to be alongside for, or be there for, or we want to have a specific outcome, what I found for myself was to more maintain an intention of doing everything every day, all that can be done to make that event happen, and then lean into that application versus, oh, I expect it to be this, I expect it to be that. Because when I expect things to happen and they don't happen a certain way, then I'm extremely disappointed. So through these life's trials and tribulations, I've figured out to have to sail through life more with an intention of living well versus demanding of life to have an expectation. Okay? So in conclusion, what I've just talked about over the last little while is the difference between maintaining an intention of life to live well versus an expectation of a certain outcome. Remember that the difference between an intention and expectation is to intend to arrive alive versus the expectation of it happening. Because again, life does happen, and sometimes when it doesn't happen the way we want it, we're disappointed. And we can see the mechanism of that perception. Okay, guys, thank you very much. This has been a complete honor and privilege to share this information with you. If you have any questions, please contact me at mybeshguess@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment below on this YouTube channel, or you can reach me on the Facebook. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time. Love and hugs. Bye for now.